Joe Vaughn.
Who's it to?
Joe Vaughn, I believe. I think. I believe it was Joe Vaughn, Larry. I'm not sure, but I believe that's who it was. It was. Yeah, everybody in here says it was, so blame them if it wasn't. I don't think if you're a big Blue fan, you really care who caught it.
It was Vaughn, said the PA guy, and so all of you were right. But the point after now is by Logan Burt.
Gate City leads by 9. That's 2 scores, no matter how you cut it.
Snap, bobbled a little bit.
Oh, good job.
But Bird holds off and kicks it through the middle. So the Blue Devils go on top by a score of 27-17.
2:42 to go, back in 30 seconds.
All right, we're back. 2:42 to go in the ball game. Blue Devils have just scored on an 8-yard touchdown pass from Dusty Clark to Joseph Vaughn to go up by 10, 27-17. Radford has 2 timeouts left, I believe.
And they are definitely, now they're one-dimensional. They have to throw it.
They have to throw it now.
So
the thing is, right here, though, you make sure, first of all, you don't let them run the kickoff back for a touchdown.
Yeah. Just kick the ball on the ground. Heck,
somebody watch the clock, because it's not started on the kickoff very many times all day. As back deep for Radford, the kick is high, end over end. That's going to be fielded by Palmer, running to his right.
We got
it. Well, we don't get him. Ours are pushing it back. No flag. And we finally bring him down up at about the 35-yard line.
We had him. We just forgot to tackle him when we got there. But
did the clock run?
Yeah, it ran that time.
All right.
You didn't hear me go off, did you? So
no.
You should have known it was running.
1st and 10 at what? The 35?
35-yard line.
Radford 35. I worked out a lot of press boxes in my day.
Now what are we doing here? I like this.
That's that fake thing over there, and they got a good run out of it, about 10 or 15 yards. That's that lineup where they put all their linemen to one side of the field, except the quarterback.
No, everybody was, all 10 were over there except the guy that snapped the ball, and he snapped it dead left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was, I've never seen
I thought
that.
it was pitched left.
No, it was picked up off the ground by the guy standing over it and pitched it straight left.
Okay.
That was.
Now they have 3 wideouts to the right this time, and they're about midfield. As Carter rolls to his right, gets some pressure, throws a pass, that's complete. Man loses his footing and goes down. But he has a first down, I'm pretty sure.
No, a little short.
Is he?
Yeah, the clock should be running, and why is it stopped?
Well, because
Did they?
Yeah, the lineman stopped it.
Well,
I think you want to look at it.
Well, I don't think he's got a first down. Well, yeah, I guess they say he does. And how he can see that well across the field, I don't know.
So that makes it down at the, what, 45? Gate City?
40.
40?
Yeah. Yeah, it's at the 40 of Gate City.
Snap to Carter, rolls to his left, looks, throws a long pass down the field. Man's wide open, but he dropped it. That may be the first pass that they missed all day.
Might be. That's a little behind him.
A little bit behind him.
2:10 to go. Gate City leads 27-17.
Bring up 2nd down. Pass intended for Patterson. You would think we might be in something like a 3-deep zone here. I didn't look that time.
It was a zone.
Yeah, I think we are. Second down and 10 for the Bobcats. 2:10 to go in the ball game. Gate City on top by 10 points. This time they put trips. We're not in the zone this time. Trips to the left. Carter on a shovel pass right up the middle. Man's open.
It's all right.
And we bring him down at somewhere around the 15 or 20-yard line. We heard they'd run a lot of trick plays. Shovel pass is one of them, but it's good for a first down.
long as we keep them out of the end zone for another 6 or 7 plays, they'll use a lot of the clock up.
Where's it at, Mark? Can you tell?
About the 25-yard line.
Okay.
Roughly.
They have that formation again with all the players on the other side. This time they run an option to this side, and it ain't going.
Nope.
This time the Blue Devils, they put new back in there, number 10 at quarterback, who is Josh Smith, who's really their wideout. Snapped it back to him, and he lost 5 yards on the play, back to the 30, I guess.
Yeah.
Clock's still running, too.
Minute and a half to go.
Quarterback now in the shotgun. Trips on the right. On the left. He rolls to his left. Looks. Throws the ball over the middle. Pass is incomplete on a good hit by Tyler Bird.
And Dusty Clark.
Man, a little slow getting up.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer against the Blue Devils.
Oh, Lord.
I didn't see it. I can't say if it happened or not.
That'll be a 15-yard penalty, which will go probably from the 30 down to the 15. Blue Devils having a hard time getting this game out of their belt.
Yeah.
Penalties have been the story for
Gate
City.
I don't know a game that we've ever dominated like we have this one, and it's
other
down
teams
to the
still
wire.
be in it.
Yeah.
I think it's probably at the 15.
Wait till they set the chains, and that's the only way we can tell.
How much time? You can see it.
A minute 22 to go. Ball on the...
Yeah, about the 15.
Yeah, 16, 17, looks like.
Carter with his motion man running right. This time throws the ball over the middle, intended for Mitchell. Pass a little too high, incomplete. Devils had people there, but Mitchell had a step on.
Yeah,
That's what I don't understand. We need to get somebody just a little bit deeper.
Just knock him down before he gets off the line of scrimmage.
Well, that worked too. How much time? You can see it.
And Gate City will ask for a timeout. 1:19 to go. We'll take a 30-second break.
We're back. Radford, where we have a minute 19 left in the ball game. It is, second down and 10 for Radford at about their own 15-yard line.
Just keep them in the field of play is the big thing. Keep the clock running.
And Carter goes under center this time.
Halfback
They pitch it on a halfback pass. The man is trying to get outside. We're chasing him from behind. He throws the pass into the end zone. That is intercepted. Gate City. Gate City up the far sideline. I think it's Bird.
I'm not sure. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, Tyler Bird.
Was it Bird?
I believe. I'm not 100% sure. It might not be.
I can't tell, but he's got a white jersey on, and that's a good thing.
So the Blue Devils pick up a turnover and take about 3 knees here. And this thing will be over.
Slide back down the road. And then we get to come right back again this way next week.
A good timeout called by Gate City. Maybe changed their defensive formation a little bit.
I'll tell you what, when you go back and watch the film of that, that was intended to be a halfback pass.
Right.
Carter tossed it to his halfback, and then Carter tried to get out of the backfield and get downfield, and we had 2 guys pick Carter up coming out of the backfield and stayed with Carter all the way to the end zone, and that was well played by our defense. A lesser defense, Carter would have been running free for a touchdown, but not against the Big Blue today.
Dusty Clark back at center, handoff to Vaughn, I think.
And timeout's going to be asked for, I guess, by Radford. So we'll take a 30-second break and be right back.
Radford has just taken their second time out of the ball game. There's 55 seconds to go on that last carry by Gate City, and I think it was Vaughn. We gained 4 yards, so it's second down and 6. It's not snowing so much I can't see their numbers, but it's snowing pretty good.
It's snowing pretty good, that's right.
Vaughn is the back, standing back. We're in a double wing. Dusty Clark under center. We put our wing back in motion. We hand off to Vaughn running right, and he gains a yard or 2. But the thing about it is, Radford is going to use up her last timeout right here.
Yes, they will, and we'll take a 30-second break.
All right, here we go. Third down and about 5 for Gate City with 49 seconds left in the ball game. Gate City has a 10-point lead at 27-17 and have the football. And a driving snowstorm. Double wing set. This time Clark will keep it, rolls to his right, and has a first down. You can wrap it up.
It's wrapped up after we intercepted it. But now it's that great formation called the victory formation.
He gained about 8 or 9 on that, didn't he? I'm going to say he's up about 35 or somewhere along in there. Not that it makes any difference. I'm anxious to see, Mark, what the stats look like for this ball game. It's like you said, Gate City has to have they've had to outgain Radford 2-1.
No, or more. The only offense Radford has 2 or 3 long pass plays. I mean, they have negative yardage rushing, I'd say, or pretty close, or 25 yards. They don't have much.
Clark will take a snap, take a knee, and that'll be the last play of the ball game.
Yes, it will.
So the Blue Devils have come to Radford and defeated the Bobcats by a score of 27-17. We'll move forward next week to Salem to take on the winner of today's Gretna-King William game.
And Gretna was leading that game. I was listening to the PA guy there, and he didn't give a final, but Gretna was leading 21-14 in the third quarter. That's the last update we had of that. But the Blue Devils, Larry, they've earned their way back to yet another state championship appearance next Saturday afternoon. Good football game here today, and the Blue Devils, they jumped out early and got that big lead, and in the end, that was huge.
It was. Mark, and the PA announcer, if he knows what he's talking about, I know you looked at Virginia High School League. He said the kickoff would be at 12:30.
Well, see, that's what I thought is Division II would play first, but the VHSL website that I looked at said the Division II game was at 4:30. But like Larry said, the PA guy just said 12:30. So,
and I'm sure there's a Virginia High School League representative here at this game too.
But you know what?
It doesn't make any difference. We're going.
That's right. We're going, and they'll tell us what time to be there. And big win for the Blue Devils. It's what when you get to the Final Four, you're playing championship football, and we let's see, didn't turn the ball over today, right?
No.
We only laid it on the ground twice, out from under center. I mean, we played a pretty good football game. Yeah, we did turn it over on the interception,
right?
On the field goal attempt. But nonetheless, I thought we played that part of the game pretty good in adverse conditions. And Radford didn't play too badly in those same conditions either.
No. The Blue Devils, the key to this whole game was in the fourth quarter when Gate City had an 18-yard play drive that they scored on an 8-yard touchdown pass from Clark to Bond. It took 18 plays, and just think how much clock that ate up in the fourth quarter.
Well, what about the start of the third quarter? We got a field goal after an 8-minute drive.
Right.
So we kept it away from them pretty good too. And but the main thing is we come in here 27-17. Now in the all-time series, we've won 6, and Radford's won 3, and most of them have been just like this one, good football games. And really, the Blue Devils did stop themselves some today, and but we overcome that, and that's what champions do. And we overcame and pull out this victory to earn our way to the state championship game next week against either Gretna or King William.
And we have a score to settle with Gretna.
Yeah, we just like to score on them. like to score on them. They got us. Our group of seniors, Larry, this year were freshmen on that team.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they remember the beatdown they took that day, and it may not even be Gretna we're playing, but there's one thing, we're playing and that's what matters. So it's a cold, snowy afternoon here in Radford, Virginia, and the Blue Devils have advanced to the state championship game next Saturday afternoon with a 27-17 victory over the Radford Bombcats.
That's the way you make it through.